How's it going, guys? Joe here from Big Shark Gaming. So, YouTube has removed the dislike counter. What that is as you see here on the videos, normally where it would show your likes and dislikes, now they do not actually display a number for that dislike. It just says you have the option to dislike still. You still have that. But now all of a sudden, it doesn't show a value. And they've quoted the reason saying it that they are trying to prevent dislike culture and like videos being targeted. This is actually a statement. It says at YouTube, we strive to be a place where creators of all sizes and backgrounds can find and share their voice. To ensure the YouTube promotes respectful interactions between viewers and creators, we introduced several features and policies to improve their experience. And earlier this year, we experimented with like buttons to see whether or not the change could help better protect our creators from harassment and reduce their dislike attacks, where people work to drive up the number of dislikes on a creator's video. As part of this experiment, viewers could still see and use the dislike button, but because the count was not visible to them, we found that they were less likely to target a video's dislike button to drive up the count. In short, our experiment data showed a reduction in dislike attack behavior. We also heard directly from smaller creators and those just getting started that they are unfairly being targeted by this behavior, and our experiment confirmed that this does occur in a higher proportion on small channels. This is good and bad. I love that they're actually taking focus on smaller channels. That seemed to be their main objective here. But as a channel who over time has actively, encouraged someone to dislike my content if they don't like it, and justifiably so, I've also encouraged them to leave a comment saying, hey, what did you not like? What can I do better for next time? Let's have a discussion about this. Because the dislike button used to just be an impression just like the actual like button. And I would know, hey, listen, a content video is doing great, whether it got high amounts of views or not, just based upon the like to dislike threshold. Now, being a small channel and having that smaller like and dislike ratio and having the smaller view content, it does help immensely. Because like, okay, I now have an idea of what someone liked and what someone disliked and what I should continue to do moving forward. These are actual analytics from the channel. As you can see here, this video here, the easiest way to bake bedrock to another root. This was a parody video. People took it very seriously, and it ended up getting 167 dislikes as opposed to 65 likes. It also did 2,200 views. So this overall data source is, okay, it didn't do too well in terms of like dislikes or viewership. It did one of our highest views in history, 2,200 views. We have a couple that have broken 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, and so on. But, based upon this sample size, it has twice as many dislikes, almost 3 times as many dislikes as likes. And that's because, one, people weren't really getting the joke. Which, as a creator, maybe it wasn't shown off well enough in the actual video that this was a joke. Sure, it says parody in the title, it says it in the description, but people don't read all those things. So as a content creator, I said, hey, listen, let me not make this type of content anymore. Clearly, it's a little bit more detrimental because people really weren't understanding that it was a joke. Then you have a video like Shark Pog, which did 6,200 views, 53 likes, and 9 dislikes. A video like this did pretty well on the channel. 1, it's 3 seconds long. And 2, it was just funny, and people knew right off the bat that it was something that was meant to be silly. Same thing for like the Happiest Bullfinch. It's a Dragon Quest Tact video. It's a short. It's again 12 seconds long, almost 1,200 views, 55 likes, 9 dislikes. These are the type of ratios that I know as a content creator that I can capitalize on this and do it again. Make videos like this again because people, one, they want to watch it because clearly it has 1,200 views. And 2, they like the content. 55 people stopped to hit the like button. Now, that's not even 1% of the total views of the thing, and that's fine. There really was no dialogue in this video. There's no one say, hey, like and subscribe, or anything like that. But it did well. Same thing like with the Malware Scout update, 479 views, 63 likes. Go figure, our most disliked video is also our most liked video. It's kind of funny to see. And how to guarantee the grand prize in Crystal Sword. This video was a little bit dated. It did almost 6,000 views and it had 32 likes up front. As the game progressed and became a little bit more dated, Snack World being, this became unreliable. So people who were watching this video were disliking it because the way of doing this was no longer a reliable way of actually doing it. As they unrolled new ways to acquire things and new ways that the grand prize worked, this became unreliable. But the video was a little bit older at that time. Then we have like this old video here, which from years ago, 29 likes, 3 dislikes. Jay's Pair of Paints, which did almost 1,000 views, 29 likes to 1 dislike. You know, these are analytics that I would actively use as a way. Oh, look, this is so disappointing. We need 15 likes on this video, and it had 14. I wonder if that was intentional. But like, these were our way of saying, hey, listen, us as a content creator, we don't really know what works and what doesn't because we're small, we're new, whatever reason may be. If a video comes out and it gets a bunch of likes, then we know, okay, this is liked. But if it's counteracted by a bunch of dislikes as well, maybe it's kind of something that we should do here and there, or explain better, or present better. If it does a lot of likes and no dislikes, then we know, hey, listen, like this video content is great. And if it doesn't do a lot of likes and does a ton of dislikes, then obviously that's a video that, was a mistake, and we shouldn't have pushed it. So yeah, that's hand in hand with one another, but them removing the dislike counter is for protecting channels. I could understand and I could see that because I have seen dislike bombing happen. But maybe there's just an option that needs to be in place where a creator has the ability to refute if a video is getting dislike bombed. Maybe they could submit it for a review or something, and the dislike button is turned off for a period of time while they do the review. Obviously means YouTube has to do a little bit more work, but that's a better way to protect actual content creators from just being bombed and harassed and treated poorly. The one thing that I really will miss about being able to see the dislikes is obviously like it's an impression and it's a conversation starter. It's an open-ended, it's a closed-ended question where it's not just like, how was your day? Good. Did you like breakfast this morning? Yes, no. It's, oh, what did you like about breakfast this morning? Oh, I like the fact that it included pancakes. You're asking questions that have to, have an answer. So what did you dislike about this video? Well, I just didn't like the way it was presented. Well, how can I make that better next time? Oh, A, B, C, and D would make it a little bit better, make it a little bit more streamlined. And there were, conversation points where we could get to pain points and move forward as creators and make our content better. It's kind of counterintuitive as well because dislikes are counted as impressions. So a small channel getting a lot of dislikes, bad publicity is still publicity. So it's like, oh, this video is notoriously being disliked. Why? Let's go see it. What don't they like about it? So it's good and bad. It's a double-edged sword. I personally would have preferred that they kept the dislike counter, again, for reasons like this, because they do really, really help. But also it's kind of whatever. It's not one of those things that it's going to be something I argue about. But I just wanted to put my ideas behind it. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you left the dislike, I wouldn't know anyway. And if you loved it, make sure to subscribe. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate any sort of subscribe, share, any sort of support. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.